Mondays better than Sundays.
Not really. It's the first
No.
day back after a time change. Ew.
Yeah. The time never
Good morning.
changes in Arizona. Good morning.
The time doesn't change, but when all the rest of you yahoos do, I have to. It is
Exactly.
Monday morning. What day is today? March
Today is
9th,
March 9th. To the F.
2026. It is 8:30 on the East Coast. It is 7. What time is it at your place, Steve?
7:32.
7:32, and it is 5:32 in Phoenix, Arizona. We are now no longer on Mountain Time. We are on Pacific Standard Time. So
Woof.
yeah, good morning. 5:32 a.m. on Monday. What is shaking? It's your boy Goo. It's my partner, your buddy, my pal, your friend of mine,
My
Marky
buddy and me.
Kaczynski. Happy
Morning.
Monday, buddy. What's shaking?
Happy. Nothing too much. I mean, just got my coffee. I'm getting caffeinated. Waking up. Getting ready for the day. I got just a house wash today, which is pretty nice. So kind of an easy day. Don't have to climb ladders. Don't have to pull the squeegee. Just have to wash a house.
Nice.
What do you got going on?
We have a decent sized 60 something piece uh, ranch style home with a pool house to do this morning. Then after that, we have a regular that is, I don't know, she gets like the house done about 6 times a year. Actually, it's more like 4 or 5, but she's a prepaid client.
Nice.
And yeah, she started last May, I want to say, right before I went on my trip.
Hmm.
And we have a couple more exteriors to do. But today is a nice day because today we go exterior only, but she pays the second half of the agreement.
Cool.
So that's a nice little way to do it.
Yeah.
We go the way I have it set up with this particular client is we go. Um, we'll do an inside. I think I offered her 2 inside outs, 4 exteriors, and a chandelier cleaning.
Oh, nice.
And so we did an inside out and the chandelier cleaning, and then we did 2 exteriors. Now we'll do another exterior today, and then she'll pay me the second half of the cash that is owed, and then we'll come back and then do. I think she's owed another after this. She will get another exterior only, and then an interior exterior. But
Cool.
all gravy, all gravy. How was
Yes.
the
The
weekend?
preface. Oh, weekend was good. I was actually my ass got whipped. Friday. Right now, I've got a couple pending, not pending, but I've got pool decks to clean. Pool decks for three pools for HOAs. So I did one on Friday and whipped my ass. Like I forgot how out of shape I am, rolling up hoses, pulling hoses, and just pressure washing a giant 13,000 square foot pool deck. So I think I spent the weekend recuperating and just drinking a lot of water, fluids, and trying to get back and ready because I've got 2 more giant pool decks to clean this week on the schedule. So it's a good thing, but it just reminds me how out of shape I am, so to speak. So I'm feeling it.
My my mic again is not working. Is that the problem?
Yeah, switch over, Mike, put it to laptop in the settings. Just put default
Oh,
microphone from
button.
earpod. Yeah, technology is supposed to be crystal clear and beautiful, but they don't like it.
Well, I'll tell you what. This is bullshit. Can you hear me now? How is that?
Yeah,
Echo
it is.
cancellation.
It is a little better. It went up 10 to 25%, so I like that.
Okay. Reduce mic background noise. Should I take that off? No. Should I take that off? How is that? Automatically adjust mic volume. Take that off too.
No,
Crank that
those
up.
two are fine.
How
Yeah, it
about
sounds
that? Let's
good.
crank. All
You're
right.
good.
Adam, are you good? Well, it might
Sounds
be good
better,
on
Adam.
your end. It might be good on your end as long as it's good on the audio on
They're
the.
in. Right. Because it's being fed back through the system, through the AI, right to Facebook's. But let's give a shout out to everyone watching real quick. We got Tyler, Levi Smith, Zach. We've got Adam Hogan, Davian, and Eric Leonardo. Good morning, fans. Good morning, Mike Matthews popping in.
Yeah.
Adam Hogan says pressure washing sucks, but it pays. Yes, it does. And yes, it does. But I'm doing it for 2 HOAs. And luckily, actually, the one HOA I'm doing is for my own, which is awesome. So it's like, it's kind of like, what is it, The Wolf of Wall Street? He goes, man, I heard a some weird rumor. I don't know if it's true. He goes, "Are you sleeping with your cousin?" He goes, "Yeah. Why should I let somebody else date my cousin? I mean, that's my cousin. It's mine to date." So that's like the HOA. So I bid on the HOA for the pool, and I put it a little bit under what I, would bid it for, and I won. So I'm not even mad about it. I don't want to say I'm being underpaid, but I underbid it a little bit. But it's my own neighborhood. It's my pool. I don't have to see some other pressure washing guy pull up and get paid to do that. So make sure if you live in an HOA or you've got a neighborhood, advertise with them, talk with their office, see if you can score some of their cleanings. If they've got a giant clubhouse, stuff like that. So I did that this week or Friday, and now next week, this upcoming week, I've got 2 pool decks in one neighborhood, and it's going to be awesome. So I can't wait to kick my ass doing that.
Yeah, we have a
Good time.
decent week. We have a decent week scheduled. As I mentioned, we had the 2 gigs today. I have something on the calendar tomorrow, but it's not. A client called or texted and asked if I'm still doing windows. I'm like, yeah. Asked me to come out and get something for him, and I'm like, yeah, no problem. It's probably going to be in this range. He's like, oh, I moved. I'm like, okay.
Mm-hmm.
So he gives me the info. But he's telling me like, hey, I can't do anything until noon, and I'm like, hey, I don't work at noon. Like, I got shit to do.
Mm-hmm.
We can do stuff a little earlier. But yeah, so I got to figure out what he wants to do. I can start at 11. You know what it is? Is one of these mics dropped. Are you there? Can you hear me,
I can hear you now. Yeah.
dude? I'm done with these fucking earbuds. After today,
Earbuds.
I think I'm going back to exactly how I've always done it, and that's straight goo. The voice, just let that shit flow.
Let it
Um,
flow.
yeah, flow and low, let it flow. That is the tempo. Anyways, so yeah, we have a decent week scheduled. I got that stuff today, tomorrow, Wednesday. Billy's got some commercial work to do. Thursday we're looking at. He's got a small house, and then I got something out in Gilbert, and then I don't know what we're doing Friday.
Gilbert.
Yeah, Gilbert, Arizona. It's 50 miles away. It's in the Southeast Valley. I don't normally
Cool.
travel over there. I don't typically fuck with the East Side. I'm a West Sider.
Yeah, whatever that is.
Yeah, West Side. I'm a West Sider and Northwest Side, to be honest. But the East Side does have some benefits. I have a couple of good clients, and if they ask me to do something, of course, I'll do what they need to do.
Yeah.
This one in particular is a realtor. He sends us some quality stuff, quality work, and he's a good guy. He's been a client of mine for six, almost 7 years now.
He's an actual
And
realtor. They
yeah, he is
exist.
a realtor. Yeah, he's a real one. And he was actually, so I remember he was like the first big gig I ever got.
Sure.
And I got to this house. He's like, hey, he's a fast talking New Yorker. Tell me, hey, can you give me a quote on this? And da 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 da. And I gave him a quote, and I quoted him for like $400. I think I may have told this story before, but I quoted him like 450 or something like that. And it turns out that all these windows that he had were all Frenchies,
Mm.
and it was all walk along. And then
Ah.
he had a bunch on the roof too, and so yeah, it was a pain in my ass. It took me 8 hours,
Mm.
and it was just a nightmare. It was the longest day I had ever done on the glass. And by the time I was done, I was angry and pissed off. I dropped my phone in my bucket. It was a brand new iPhone I'd had for like, I
Oof.
don't know, not brand new, but I'd had it for less than 6 months. I don't know, I'd probably been out of rehab only like, I don't know, 8, 10 months or something like that. And so yeah, I was not a happy camper. But at the
Yeah,
end
that
of the
sucks.
day, I remember doing the math, and I think I still made like $60 an hour, and I was
Yeah.
pissed off. I was angry that I underbid so low. Um, but then when I'm on my way home, I'm like, yeah, where else would I make $60 an hour?
Hmm.
Nowhere. Um,
That's
and that
right.
and that relationship with John has grown over the years, and I've taken care of the majority of his listings, and he's a good
Cool.
dude to have in your corner. He works for Sotheby Lions, which is like the one of the higher end realty companies.
Very
Um,
nice.
Very nice. So yeah,
At least he doesn't have any 16-year-old kids he's going to be buying a zero pure system for and just sending them out to knock off all them jobs.
not that realtor. No,
Good.
not that
Very good.
realtor.
That's always
Yeah,
good. Yeah, no, get out of here. But
yeah.
yeah, got to watch out for
So
those. We got some more guys popping in. We've got Juan Carlos saying good morning. Good morning.
good,
Ryan
good morning
Edward
there.
Connor. Good morning. Chris Eckstein checking in. Thomas Wilson, what's up? 11 estimates to do today. That's a busy boy.
Holy
You're
shit, boy. Yeah, that's a
spoon
lot.
feeding that customer relations management software. Tell them. But that's awesome. Good job, Tom. Yeah, it's Monday. Everybody feeling it? You got about a week and 1 day until St. Patrick's Day. I see Jason's rocking the green. Oh,
Actually,
he's in the phone.
I'm rocking the green because we're gonna do best and worst of the weekend or highs and lows of the weekend like we used to do.
Sure.
I wanted to give a shout out. So my old high school, my alma mater, my community, Sunny Slope. I am so proud of the Sunny Slope community. The high school, the boys won the high school open invitational, which is the state tournament out here for boys basketball. Um, an old classmate of mine from the same neighborhood, Ray Portella, is now the head coach, and his son Ryder is his senior. They had a magical season this year, and in the last 4 years, they had been to the semis or finals, and they had been knocked out of the finals by a team that had this superstar talent. And the kid is now playing as a starter at U of A. Uh, and so
Get out of here.
Sunny Slope, yeah, finally gets to the finals. They knock off St. Mary's, which is another old powerhouse from back in the day. And my man Ray Portella and his kid Ryder get the win.
Cool.
So the community of Sunny Slope is overwhelmed and very, extremely excited, super happy. Picked up a Sunny Slope original hat from one of the G's from back in the day.
Nice.
So yeah, man, it was a great weekend. They had a tournament at the old Madhouse on McDowell, which is where the Suns used to play. A bunch of people went. I unfortunately did not. The game started at 8, and guess where I was doing at 8 o'clock on Saturday night?
Picking your nose, taking a nap.
I was asleep.
Yeah.
I was asleep. Yep. These days, man, you work, and then finally some days on a Friday or a Saturday you just ass out, and that's
Oh
what I
yeah.
did.
Yeah, that's what I did
So
Saturday at like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Took an hour and a half nap, and I don't ever lay down and nap. I'm always like, go, Lily Dean Circus Boy, the pretty new pet. Oh, I'm always going. So it was good to get some rest, but my ass was whipped because sitting around all winter, and then I'm pulling hoses, doing a giant pool deck cleaning. All you're doing is just rinse, 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 and a lot of fun. I get to do that 2 more times this week. On top of that, I get to move all the pool patio equipment. They have like 100 chairs. So that's going to be sweet. So I might actually think of getting a helper for that day to help me roll hoses around and stuff. But we've also got Corden checking in,
yeah, where's
or
he at?
Cadron, sorry,
Kadreen?
Kadrin,
Kadreen.
spelling it wrong. Yep. Even his last name, Iorga. I hope I'm spelling that right or saying that right. Kadrin Iorga. But Eric Leonardo's going to eat a banana split soon. And Damien's back in the 70s. All right.
Nice. Nice
Very
warm
nice.
weather for those in Colorado. I know that they finally got some snow over the weekend. I want to say it was either Thursday, Friday, or maybe Saturday, but I know they finally got some snow.
Cool.
I saw, I don't know if you saw her or not, but Gabe Gutierrez was doing some traveling last week, and he's in Denver catching a flight from, I think he was barely just coming back from Orlando because he
I
was
caught a
doing
little of that,
multiple trips. Yeah. So he was in Denver, and the one day basically that it snowed all winter is the day that he's trying to get out of DIA. And then
Woof.
while he's at DIA, there's an alert going around on his phone about measles outbreak in DIA, and he's like, "Oh my God, can I just get out of here?"
Just
I did not
don't
blame
sit on
him
anything, don't touch anything,
Yeah, I don't blame him one bit.
Yeah,
I do
that
not
sucks.
blame him one bit. So
Indeed.
yeah, man, that weather though, we got good weather coming up this week. What about you?
Weather's great. I mean, I think we got one partial day of rain. There's a chance of rain today. like 3 o'clock. But I've got, like I said, those 2 giant pool decks to clean this week, and I've got good weather, so I'm just happy. I'm going to slowly coast through it. They're both painted cool decks, so if any of you guys out there do pressure washing, this is the painted, off-white surface. So there's a lot of it. So I've got to crank the pressure down in the pressure washer, pre-treat, post-treat. It's going to be a lot of fun. I just really can't wait. But I did this 2 or 3 years ago, and the 2 or 3 years is up and it's dirty, and they've got pool season coming up. So any of you guys out there, window cleaners, do pressure washing, reach out to local communities and say, hey, I'm a pressure washer. I clean pool decks. Your pool is nasty. How can we help? And good luck. Then we got another clubhouse that was just built near me that I sent a message or an email to their office last week, because it's all glass. Like, they've got a whole wall of glass. I'm like, ooh, if you don't have anybody on that, let me know. So yeah, it's spring, guys. Spring is here. It's March. My phone is finally starting to ring a lot more. I'm getting more calls, more messages, more queries about quoting and stuff. So right about now is about time to hit the gas. As we get into spring, promote yourself, put videos, upload your content to Facebook, Nextdoor, and Google My Business. Make sure you're adding a picture or two every day or so, and just keeping that up, because when you feed the algorithm and you feed the AI and stuff, it'll see that you're still open and in business. And make sure to get some glamour shots of you on the glass cleaning, so people can put a name to a face, stuff like that. Just to, that's little things to do as we're starting to get busy. And also, on a PSA note, I want to touch real quick. Over the weekend, we had a friend of the show, Nick Williams. He got busted out in his apartment complex. They busted into his car, broke in, and stole all his shit. And that's terrible. They took everything, all his trad equipment, left his poles and stuff. But he made a post yesterday or so, and a lot of guys stood up. And Damian Adam Hogan stood up, just zelled him some money. He was able to get a cart together and push it through. Chris Lambrinides heard about it, and he was a straight G, and then gave him a straight G to help him build up his equipment stuff. So it's a really great community we've got out there. Everyone's looking out for each other. We want everyone to succeed. So thanks, Adam and Damian and everyone else, for stepping up to help out our friend Nick. Hopefully he can get whole and get back to work, get all the shit he needs, and start slinging suds again. But that being said, go ahead.
I was going to say, I sent something out to him yesterday as well.
Awesome.
I tried to get it overnight. So FedEx does ship Sunday, but there was no location that was near me that would ship.
Mm-hmm.
UPS will label it, but they won't ship till today.
Mm-hmm.
And so I paid for it and shipped it out yesterday. And so he will either get it Tuesday night or Wednesday morning.
Awesome.
So be on the lookout if you're paying attention, Nick. It'll be there soon. Yeah, man. I did send him. I told you that I was going to keep that other the other Sorbo squeegee that I got.
Yes.
That I used once when I was accidentally trying to show those kids something at my house. Yeah. So I actually sent him one of those. So that's just a little. I sent him that Sorbo handle, like 3 or 4 different size Sorbo channels. I sent him a Leggies, because I know he rocks the Leggies. Mm-hmm. I sent him some Etery brass, and I sent him some Maker brass, since he's a Maker guy.
Makes me happy.
Yeah, so I sent him some Maker brass. Yeah, man. Nick is a good dude. We love not only his content, but the way he goes about his business, and he pulls for people.
Mm-hmm.
I remember, when we first started getting the show going and whatnot, he was like, "Hey, man, any way I can get a hat?" So I sent him out a hat, and a couple of days later, I see this video, and he's doing this dope video, and he's rocking my hat, and I was just like, that is so, like, it's, yeah, exactly, like, it's the little things that make our community what it is, and Nick gets it. So when you see a homie like that, basically get kicked in the dick like that, you wanna pick them back up and make sure that they're, like you said, make them whole.
Yep.
Now I can't make him whole, and none of us really can, but we can all chip in and let him know that he's appreciated and cared for, and shit like that sucks. But We got you. And apparently, you know, everybody, our industry is so large but so small. Word gets back to the right people, and the right people take care of business. So thank
Yep.
you to Alex and Chris and Brady at World Enterprises for getting him all squared away. Damien, I know the character that man carries, so didn't surprise me one bit.
Hmm.
We're on the phone yesterday, texting and going back and forth,
Awesome.
and yeah, he's good to go. So yeah, I'm not sure he's gonna need. Craig just asked what else does he need. I'm not sure he's gonna need anything else. But
Yeah.
yeah,
What sucks for him is he lost a lot of his custom, a lot of shit he's been, he's a collector. He collected a
yeah,
lot of stuff similar to what's going on here. Once you start to get into a serious window cleaning collection, the point is to push it as far as you can. And all his shit was stolen, so he's starting back from square one. But um, let's root for him. Let's the whole community. You're right. They stood up. They're helping him out. He'll get his shit Wednesday from WCR, and we need to
yeah.
get
You
him
want
back
to
to
hear?
work. Yeah.
Yeah. So the weirdest thing too is the I find out not from Nick, not from Damien. I get a note from our pal Cal, who lives all the way in England, man. So
Oh,
word
really?
travels fast. So I get the message, and it's probably I don't know 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning,
Mm-hmm.
AZ time. Um, and then by 8 o'clock, 8:30, I already had all my shit packed up and ready to send out. Damien's,
Awesome.
we were trying to get him some decent maker stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't have any extra 18-inch covers, so I think Damien was getting that. I had the handy sleeves and the handles, but I didn't have
Cool.
any. I didn't want to send him any beater ass mop covers, and mine are a little.
This smells.
They don't smell, but they're not. I mean, I didn't want to send him something like I didn't
Yeah,
want to send him
I got
anything
you.
bad. So, but I did send some walnut scrubbers, and so
Cool.
he'll be good to go. He'll be good to go.
Awesome.
Um,
And well, he needs
yeah,
it. He
new
needs it.
squeegee that he got from across the pond. Craig says, yeah. Hopefully he didn't get that one too. One of the nice things that he said is I was actually going to send him I had a brand new orange silencer I was going to send him, and he said, don't sweat it. They did boost one out of his vehicle, but he has a grackle that he had not put into his car yet. So
Awesome.
uh,
That's
that's
awesome.
another good thing. So
And that being said, a quick PSA for you guys: if you live in an apartment complex, don't leave your stuff in your vehicle overnight. I know it's a pain in the dick to load it all up, carry it into the house and whatever up the stairs, but you really are susceptible to being broken in, busted up, and your livelihood taken. So err on the side of caution, because your whole livelihood could be stolen by some random dude at 2 a.m. on a Friday, and that sucks. So be careful. Try to carry insurance. Some insurance carriers will have inland marine, which will cover all your stuff in your trailer, or vice versa, in your truck. But insurance isn't cheap either. So just be careful. Keep your eye on your stuff and be vigilant. I know you at the IWCA last year in Vegas had your whole silencer and your freaking Edderay bucket boosted out of the back, and that's a
yeah.
huge gut punch.
So
But
you're right. That was the first time that you and I had hung out and really met. And we went. I picked you up at the airport. We went to the dispensary. I made sure I was good. I needed to get my mind straight before I did anything. We get to the hotel, park the car. Go put our stuff up in our room, do our thing. We go mingle. We go communicate. We go talk. The next morning, I go out to the rig, and my bucket is gone. There's probably $5,000, $6,000, $7,000 worth of shit in the back of that truck, but they stole the bucket
it's because they had to
inside
use the
that bucket.
bathroom.
I guess, dude. And so the bucket was covered. Like I figured, oh well, if I put the lid on it, nobody will take it because they'll just think it's a bucket. They left everything else, but they took the freaking bucket. And I'm like, oh my god, dude, I can't
Yeah,
believe that somebody did that. So it
yeah.
is what it is. But I remember you and I walking up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down the garage, looking to see if somebody may have dumped it. And then we even talked to security, and one person told us basically to get bent, and then the other guy is like, "You need to make a claim," and I'm like, "I'm leaving in 24 hours. I don't want to. I don't want to deal with this shit." So I just bought another silencer. Fuck it.
Cool. Craig
Um,
Hensel. Craig Hensel popped in real quick just to talk about insurance and inland marine and stuff like that. He's going to go ahead and run with that. Next time Craig does a show, He's going to get
Mhm.
some insurance information together and talk to guys about inland marine. It covers your equipment, covers your supplies. There's different policies you can get through your insurer. Inland marine, I don't think carries the stuff in your truck, just the stuff on a trailer, but you'll have to uh, check with your insurance carrier. And it's not too much expensive. I used to have it for a while. I don't have it now, but that's because I take every damn thing out of the truck except for like a trad pole and like all my extra window cleaning stuff.
So I'm
The
still an idiot. I mean, I
well,
don't have a
we all
Tonto
are.
cover. Yeah, I don't have a Tonto cover. I don't have a bed cover. I still keep all my shit in the back of my truck. I just don't have anywhere else to store it. I really don't.
That's that's honestly, yeah, that's the problem that probably Nick had too. Is like you can't. It's not easy to carry all that shit in and out every day. It sucks.
Yeah, and I also have it stacked so like it's basically like Tetris in the back of my truck. So if anybody really were to try to get in my truck, they'd have to make a shit ton of noise and make everything completely obvious. So uh, it will be very difficult for somebody to boost any of my shit now. Plus, I
Yeah,
park it in front of my house where there's a camera.
cool.
Um, Cameras don't stop thieves though.
Oh, that's just a
They
deterrent.
just turn around, smile, and they're like, "Hi, I'm boosting your shit."
Okay,
But
cool.
yeah. Shout outs to a couple people real quick. There's
Do
Daniel
it.
Hicks. He mentioned yesterday in either Messenger on our Facebook page or I forget where he's like, but where can I see the show? So I'm glad that you found it. I'm glad that you're
Morning,
here,
Daniel.
buddy. Yeah, morning, Daniel. It's great to have you in. Want to give a shout out to John La Liberté, Jeremy Peterson. Good morning. Our buddy Mike Matthews. I almost brought Mike's picture with me this morning.
Ah,
I should have Mike. I have it at the house, and it's something that every time I walk past, I smile. It makes me laugh. So shout
it
out
is
to
fun.
him. Yeah, it is fun. I think that so some of the sports talk radio shows that I used to listen to, they became television shows, right? And
Sure.
one of the shows used to have like they call them big heads. You know what
Sure.
I'm talking about? Like basically the thing that Chris brought over for Mike, the picture of his head. I think it would
Yeah.
be fun to get pictures of all the homies that we have that have been on the show, and either put them on the tongue depressors or put them on the wall behind us. I think that would be fun.
Yeah.
So
Kind of
if
like
you,
a.
I
Go ahead.
was going to say, in case you didn't notice, I'm not at home today. I don't have the dogs barking. I don't have any. What did Jersey say? Or somebody said looks like I'm in a hookah lounge.
Nah, nah. Yeah, that's right.
I'm in a
Watch that.
Starbucks today.
Starbies. Yeah, they just opened. Like, up, Jason's here. Get the coffee brewing. He needs it.
When I got
But
here,
yeah.
they were open, but they had just opened. I forgot my cell phone. I dropped my cup and I went back to the house real quick, grabbed my phone. Came back and the homie writer already had my coffee ready to go.
Awesome.
Yeah, man, I've been coming to this location for shit. We've lived in the neighborhood now 7 years, but we've been coming to this location. I want to say almost 15 years. Julian
Wow.
used to go to kindergarten or preschool directly across the street
Awesome.
at the kinder care. So yeah, man, this is like a second home
Yeah, that's cool.
where I get my morning started. How do you
Get
guys
it.
get your morning started?
I brew
Where
coffee.
you brew
You know,
coffee?
I brew it because I drink too much of it. Occasionally I'll get a Starbucks for Kylie a couple times a week. She'll get a iced white mocha with one less pump, and then sometimes I'll have them throw an extra shot on the side, and I'll just sip that sometimes. Um, but yeah, coffee makes me happy. Although it's getting hot now, it's getting into the 80s. It's gonna be 83 today, and I should not be drinking caffeine in the mornings because it dehydrates you. You just sweat, and it sucks for the first part of the day. So eventually, at some point, April, May, June, I'm going to stop drinking coffee in the mornings and switch to water because I'm just gonna sweat it all out.
You can do that. I'll double my intake and just your. You can go to the water. I'll drink your coffee for you, buddy. How's
There
that
you go.
sound?
Do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
Adam says, yeah, Jay Goo used to do the shows from here. I did, and I actually really enjoy doing the shows from out on the back porch. Matter of
Uh-huh.
fact, I might go on the back porch now. Let's see what I can do here.
Go ahead.
Because the back porch is pretty dope. Let's
It's
see
a dope
here.
Porsche.
Let's see. Is there a rider back there? He's back there somewhere. Yeah, he's just waving for you. Hey, there you go. Let's see. Back
Pumpkin
porch is
spice
pretty
lattes.
dope out here. Got a nice back porch, and the sun comes up behind me back there. And there's the windows that I usually do. So yeah, man.
Winders. Now, what's
It
just some
smells like
winders that I used to clean?
smells like rain out here. Oh shit! It's supposed to. There's like a
Pet-
small chance of rain tonight and tomorrow morning.
The smell of
Um,
rain is called petrichor. That's the smell that you smell in the air when it's rain or after a rain or before a rain. So water molecules hit your brain. Petrichor. A fun fact of the day.
Petrocore. I'm gonna have
You think?
to remember that. That's a good trivia pursuit question. I want to say.
Yeah, it's a name of a fish song. One of my favorites that they play. Very beautiful song.
How long
Uh,
is that song, Deeds? Like 18
like
minutes?
7 minutes. Depends on what they're doing. Like do 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 do, and then just going for like 45 minutes. I've seen Fish in concert and jumped like an antelope for a while. Some of you guys are Fish fans. Some of you have no idea who it is. You can find them in the Ben and Jerry's ice cream aisle under Fish food. They do a great job with some marshmallow chocolate action, some caramel.
You're a
But yeah,
trip.
yes, I am.
You're a
Squeegee
trip.
Chick throwing it down this morning. We got Nick Anderson. Water, water. Yeah, buddy.
Looks like Kaylee's in the house too. She's going to be a guest on 311 Day, which is March 11th. This Wednesday. I can't wait to sit down with her. She is just an awesome person, but she's part of Team Zero. She's definitely one of the bright minds behind a lot of the ad stuff that they do. I don't know if she's going to be able to drop any secrets or not for us, but it'll be great to catch up with her. She's, like I said, one of my favorite people in the industry. She's always going to have a special place in my heart because of all the help that she gave me for my trip, the reassurance and guidance that she was kind enough to give. So yeah, I'm really excited to get her on.
Nice.
Tornado was on the other side of the state. Squeegee Chick says she's all good here. I guess there was a tornado going through somewhere.
Yeah, Michigan had a weird tornado, destroyed a whole F ton of homes, and it's just crazy looking. Coffee is 99% water. The caffeine content is a diuretic. Oh, not enough to make you dehydrate any faster than not drinking at all, says Tyler Levi Smith. Well, good. Then I'll drink more coffee. Or maybe I'll get like the half calf because
Oh,
caffeine,
dude,
half calf,
half calf. What the
whatever
fuck?
that means. Let's take half the calf out of it. Like, how do you do that? Do you like run alcohol or some kind of like solvent through the beans? How do they do that? Do they grind? Do they have like a certain area of beans that are only like half caffeine? How do they buy them? How do they do that? Anybody knows how they get half, unless they give you half regular coffee and then half decaf. But still, like, how do they decaf the calf? Like, what's the chemical process? I'm gonna Google
I'm
that
gonna
later.
I'm gonna ask Ryder. Hey, Ryder, the world wants to know. The internet wants to know. The window cleaners need to know. How do you get half calf?
How do you
How
get
do
the?
you get half?
It's like, yeah,
He's gonna be like, I don't know.
I don't know. What do you want? Do you want whipped cream on that? But yeah. So
Actually,
everybody in
Ryder,
the good.
the guy here, Ryder's actually a G though. Not only does he do the coffee and do all the brewing, but he goes from he has a side hustle, a side business, and he takes care of all the machines. So those,
Cool.
$3,000 to $10,000 coffee machines that spit out all of our goodness and juice. Yeah,
Italiano.
he's the one who fixes all that shit. So
No shit. That's job security right there. See, he's going
yes,
to be
sir.
taken care of when the machines take over the world because he's a custodian of the machines. So, Ryder,
Yep.
if you're listening, you're all set. You've been forgiven. You're going to be one of the first to go, Jason, just because you talk shit so
I'm
much.
I'm toast. I'm toast. But Ryder will make it through. That's hilarious. What is your
Uh,
go-to for commercial? So Juan Carlos wants to know go-to for commercial setup like a car dealership. Depending on how big the glass is, um, you know, you can rock up to what?
36
What's
maybe?
that? Eh,
The Sorbo, the giant Sorbo? I mean, I would just rock an
Billy
18.
Billy rocks a 30 on he uses a 30 Mamba on the towers, which is big plate glass.
Yeah.
So that might be easy. It's the majority of that is straight pull though.
Yeah.
Obviously, but I'm just super comfortable on an 18 on
Yeah.
almost any occasion. I make it happen. So,
Right.
but also sometimes too, one of the nice things is if you just add a bigger mop and you have a lot of glass, sometimes just that extra, the length on the mop does help because it's if you're doing less mopping per pane and you've got 100, let's just use the number 100 for example,
Less
but you're
movement.
saving, but you're saving 20 seconds on each pane, 20 times 100. I'm not a mathematician, but you tell me.
2,000.
There you go. However
Yeah.
many minutes that is in seconds. Divide 60 by 2,000. That'll tell you how much time you save.
Craig, quick,
Yeah.
tell us. I'm just kidding. Yeah, here's
Craig
a fun
says a
fact.
48. He says 48 turbo eliminator. There you go.
Boom, boom, boom. It eliminates this, whatever's, yeah. That's cool.
And Tyler's
Black,
saying about the 24 and a 16 Viper. There you go.
there it is. Just get it done, guys. This, speaking of getting it done, I had to move my wife, she had a small, one of them college refrigerators for her suite, and we just got rid of the suite. Oh, go ahead. Oh, sorry.
Oh, nothing. I just wanted to see the sticker.
Stickers. Oh, yeah. In Goo we trust. I love it.
So indeed we trust.
Oh, very nice. I was moving it yesterday, 2 nights ago on a dolly, and it slid down and landed on my fucking toenail. And I was like, oh, I screamed all sorts of words, but I looked at it and it was fine. Long story short is I almost like cut my toenail off, my big toe. Actually, I almost cut the whole damn toe off because it like fell on it. So I thought I had a broken toe or a shattered inside broken toenail thing, but apparently I'm fine. So always wear shoes, folks, when you're moving shit with a dolly. Don't wear your sandals and move stuff for your wife because you could hurt yourself. But yeah, I was like almost out of commission because I was in pain for like 6 hours, but I'm fine. It's good.
On Saturday, I was in the backyard wandering around. Fred always wants to play the ball. So he has one ball that is like deflated and it's not a ball anymore. It's just like a flat piece of rubber that has little spikes on it that just bounces whichever way I throw it. So I'm not paying any attention. I usually kick it and
should we kick it?
That way I don't have to. Yes, we can. So I don't have to pick it up off the ground and then get his slobbery ass juices all over my hands. So I usually kick it.
His girlfriend.
I'm not paying any attention, and I go to kick what I think is that pink ball, and I kick. He has this really super hard, indestructible one that you unscrew. Yeah, kind of, but it's even harder. You unscrew the lid, and then you pop treats in there, and then you screw it back on. And it's sitting down on the ground next to the pink one, and I'm not paying any attention, and I just go to give it just a straight boot, right with the toe, the big toe, and I will tell you, oh my God, I was in such pain. I walked inside, and I didn't even know what to say. I didn't cuss. I didn't say anything. I just held my breath for a minute. Yeah, it was.
Yeah. Well, then we both have the toes hurt. The toes that bind us. Yeah. And I broke a toenail off, big fat toenail. When I was like 17, I kicked a soccer ball, but I underkicked it into a tree root and, quote, broke the nail in the skin. So over the next couple months, I was like pushing a dead nail off, and then I had pretty nasty big toe. And that's exactly what it felt like this weekend when I dropped it on the toe. So I'm like, yeah, I'm going to lose a toenail. This is really going to hurt for the next couple months. But I think I'm okay. Never wear sandals. Correct, Nick. Yep.
Can you guys hear the birds chirping?
Yeah, I can. The little grackles. Are they grackles?
I don't think they're grackles, but yeah, there's some ficus trees. Yeah, they got the ficus trees and the birds are chirping. Yeah, Damien's up filling the skid mark.
Fill it up.
Damien, what are you doing today on that skid mark? Anything good? So yesterday, it's either yesterday or Saturday, Tyler sends me this video of I don't know if it's a PVC pipe or what it is, but it's this long pipe, and he attached a balloon to it, and he blows the balloon up through the thing, but then when he lets it air out, it sounds like a horn. So it makes this funny ass noise.
Nice.
He should share that video because it is pretty funny. I'm trying, John. He's telling me to wake my ass up. It's a little It's a little rough today. Oh, you
Yeah,
got the pool deck out there?
that's some of the pool deck I cleaned this week, and it kicked my ass because pulling hose reels or hoses around and all that fun stuff is exhausting, especially when you haven't done much all winter long. So staying physically
What
fit, like
ab-
Jack LaLanne.
What about the picture with your burnt ass neck? Did you share that one? Do you have
Ooh,
that
let's
one?
let's see that one. I don't know.
Crispy
Let's see.
deeds. Do you have it,
Yeah.
crispy deeds?
Oh yeah, there it is. Hold on. Three, two. Let's roll that beautiful neck footage. That's what a full
Yeah.
day of pool deck cleaning will do for you. It'll burn the shit out of you. And what you
White
don't
and
realize,
tan.
yeah,
Yeah.
black and tan. What you don't realize is that the water actually turns the UV rays into like a prism. So if the sun hits it, it's like shooting out everywhere like a disco ball. So it just makes it worse for you. You can't escape the sun. It's coming up at all angles. So yeah, I've got my farmer's tan already for the year. I'm all set. Got a nice bronze on the top, all white down here, but
Bronze.
yeah,
Lala says it's a redneck for sure.
it
Speaking
sure
of
is.
John, oh cool. Marisa just told me that Julian's staying home. He has pink eye. Yay! I don't have to take him to
Yay, pink
school.
eye. Tink the freaking bubblegum tasting antibiotics.
Um, Speaking of John La Liberté, he had Beyond, I believe it's called Beyond the Parapet this weekend, and his guests were Craig, Grace, and John. Oh shit, Scott.
Hmm.
Scott, what's his name again? Jeffrey Scott. Sorry, Jeffrey Scott was on the show, and I believe they had one other person too. I didn't catch the whole show, but the 15, 20 minutes that I caught Beyond the Parapet was pretty dope. It was
Jeffrey
nice to
Scott.
hear, yeah, Jeffrey Scott. It was nice to hear the 4 or 5 of them get together and discuss a
Hmm.
little bit of what's going on when it comes to high-rise cleaning. So I wanted to give a shout out to that gang and let them know I appreciate what they're doing. Um, I was listening to the show and Craig was painting just like the most beautiful picture of what the weather was like that day, and like it, I felt like I was there with him. So, way to go, guys! I thought the show was pretty damn good. Yeah, Heather was the other guest with Jeffrey Scott. So, yeah, way to go, guys! Way to go. So, yeah, I went from outside to inside or inside to outside, and then
Cool.
I feel like it dropped 10 degrees just in the time that I was
Yep.
came here, so got cold. Mm. Well, I'm pretty excited that I don't have to take Julian to school today. She freeze up there, Deej?
Huh. My internet's wacky. I'm going to move into the house real quick. Bear with me for a moment here.
You got it, dude. Yeah, and for those of you who, as John said, follow his show. It's Beyond the Parapet, and it's on Facebook. It is also airs on Saturdays at 4:20 Eastern in the Pro Window Cleaning Group, sponsored by your pals at WCR. So be there or be square Saturdays at 4:20, and I'm sure you can catch the episode on his page as well, Beyond the Parapet. So for those of you who didn't get a chance, take a peek, take a peek, take a peek. Yeah, it's a little chilly this morning. I hope everybody's weather is turning for you guys. I'd love to hear what you guys have planned for this week. Daniel, what do you got going on? John, I know you mentioned earlier in the week you got a new gig with Home Depot, so congratulations on that too. I'm really stoked for you. As long as you're staying busy and keeping that mind moving, I know that's got to be a positive. So I'm really happy and excited for you. Let's see who else. Chuck D in the house. D safety first. Use the composite toe caps on shoe. There you go. I love it. Nick Anderson, dude, I'm not feeling it. Not doing pressure washing for a while and going back into this is hard. Yep, I don't do any of that stuff either. Just not my jam. I'm afraid of chemicals. I'm afraid of burning people's shit. I also am afraid of spending money that I don't have to. I have a lot of expenses. What can I say? All right, you there, dudes? Can't hear you, buddy. No sound, homeboy. There you go. Nope. No sound. No sound. He's checking it out, and he's out. So that's where we are, as my papa used to say. Let's see. I'll try to find out if there's any deals going on with WCR and Zero today. This week, I mean, pardon me. Looks like, let's get out of here real quick, and I'll tell you guys what's popping. Let's see. I don't see any of the things. I'll have to do some research and find out for you, but I don't have anything on the docket there. Like I said, we will have who's she with? Oh, come on in here. Actually, you know what, Deeds, can you hear me? I don't know if you guys can hear me or not. What's up, brother? Come on in. Grab a chair real quick. You want to be on camera with me real fast?
Morning.
All right, so hold on. One of the youngsters I was talking with last week, I don't know. He actually his sister works here at the I don't know if you've ever.
We're switching to earbuds. Hold on, testing 1, 2. I think you're muted. Oh, you've muted yourself.
Deeds, can
Then
you hear
you're
us?
unmuted. You're good. We hear you now.
I can't hear you though, dude.
Wow.
Yours is not.
Testing
So
1, 2.
We're in the group right now. Let's see here. And
Audio testing 1, 2.
live.
Testing.
So there's 13 people watching with us right now. Can you hear
Alrighty.
me?
I can hear you. Yes,
Can you hear?
I can hear you.
Here, fuck
Testing
this.
1, 2.
Fix this.
1, 2, 3. Testing the mic. Anybody out there in Facebook land? Can they hear Goo? Can they hear Deeds? Can they hear the grackles?
Audio.
Switch to Bluetooth or the earphones. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing.
Deeds, can you hear me?
The
All
mic.
right, there, you can hear
Testing
me,
the
right?
mic. Yes.
Deeds.
Yes.
All right,
Yeah.
you can hear me?
Yes.
Perfect. All right.
Yes.
All right, so remember last week I was telling you about I had some youngsters hit me up. They were doing some, they were getting their business started, right? And I brought them over to the house. I asked them some questions. Hey, what are you doing? Blah 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 blah. So this is one of the cats that was given. You know, he was asking me some questions, and let's go ahead and tell everybody your name.
My name is James.
James.
Morning,
All right,
James.
So James is what? You're 17-year-old.
Yeah, 17.
17-year-old high school student. He lives here in the Valley. Like I said, his sister works here at the Starbucks that I come to, and she's like, "Hey, so I hear you wash windows." And I'm like, "Yeah." And he said, "My brother does that." And I said, "All right, well, let's get together." So he comes over to the house and he's visiting, and we're sharing some stories, and he's telling me how he and his partner go about their business. And he mentions to me, "Hey, we're really just trying to drum up some more business." And I'm glad that he actually showed up today, because it's funny. I was going to tell you this story. I think it was yesterday or Saturday. He's like, "Hey man, I just wanted to say thanks. Those tips you gave really are helping." And when did we get together? Maybe 2 weeks ago, 10 days, 2 weeks ago, something like that?
About like 10.
Yeah, 10 days, 2 weeks ago. And so he says, "Yeah, man, we went out to that neighborhood you told us, and things are going well, and I just want to say thanks." And I was like, "Right on. How is it going?" He's like, we booked about 30 jobs with that information you gave me." And I was like, "Holy shit.
It? Just 30 fucking jobs, that's all?
30 jobs in less than 2 weeks, bro." I was like, "Damn."
Awesome
So
job.
I felt super great for them, but then I also felt like, what? Maybe I need to heed my own advice. Holy shit. So
Actions speak louder than words.
hey man, I need to take my own advice or something, because this dude, and what's your friend's name? Brian?
Brian, yeah.
So he and Brian, they're both 17 years old, and in the area I mentioned that they may want to go to is it's an elderly community.
55
And-
more.
Well, so first off, I know the elderly, they love young people. They absolutely love, yeah, man. They just love young people, and they'd eat it up. And so they went out there, and I told them, I was like, "Holy shit, 30 jobs is like a month's worth of work." So I I was ecstatic for them, and I was eventually just going to see if they wanted to come on the pod too.
Cool.
But I'm really excited for them to be able to pick that up. And I will say, secretly too, I'm like, damn, maybe I need to get me and Billy back out on the street too, and just banging and slanging, like, instead of just waiting on the shit to come in. Because if I'm giving these guys advice and it's really working, maybe I should heed it. So I gave them Jill's information, so Jill Okun is going to get them some
Cards.
Yep, some cards and some door hangers, I think. And I got new door hangers coming tomorrow. Not new, but I got more door hangers coming tomorrow. So Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Billy and I will be out on the street somewhere. Don't worry, I won't go into the neighborhood that I told you guys to go to. Yeah, so
Moving on to
And these are my older ones. But just get your services on the back, get a call to action and your phone number, and they will call.
yeah, man. So what was the best and worst experience when you're out door knocking?
you see the most randomest things every day door knocking.
Yeah.
Like we'll walk up to a house, you're just like the house is destroyed, or like let's say there'll be like a dead rabbit by the front door. It'll be so random. Like me and Brian were walking and he just ran into a dead rabbit and kicked it. So funny.
Yeah, that's wild.
But no,
Yep.
people are like, sometimes they'll be angry, sometimes they'll be happy, but we just know how to persuade at this point. Like obviously I got better. It used to just be Brian mostly talking. Now I talk a lot. So yeah.
So that was another thing that he was having an issue with, and that was confidence when it comes to face-to-face, door-to-door.
Yeah.
Excuse me. When there's two of them, like kind of like Billy and I. One of them was a little more confident when it came to the door-to-door, to the pitch and stuff like that. But we hung out at the house for like an hour and a half, and I was kind of just bouncing off a couple ideas with them and relaying information. And basically my message was the more and more you do it, the better and more comfortable you'll get. And just to have a little confidence in yourself. But part of the thing, I want to say my most important message was to not get discouraged and to continue to do it, and to put a time, like not a time limit, but make sure that you're out doing it enough on enough days. So don't go out for just 2 hours and call it a day and then be like, all right. It needs to be like a 3 to 5 hour process in at least like 5 days straight. You know what I mean? That's when you're going to see those results, is when you consistently do it. And you guys did 2 weeks basically?
Yeah, like from 8 to 11. And we would book jobs at like around 8 to 10. We would get like at least 3 jobs, and then from 10 we'll just book them later through the day, and then we'll just get them done until like 3 o'clock.
Simple and easy, guys. Simple and easy. I know that some of us hate on the door knocking.
Oh, it's good.
Yeah, and the youngster says it's good. I know that it holds a special place in my heart because it's how I got my business started, and I know it works. It is more difficult now because there's about 842 fucking people out here doing it, but but sometimes all it takes is just that one, and as long as you don't get discouraged and you keep grinding, shit pays off.
Yes.
Shit
Yes,
pays
it does.
off. So.
The more you work, the luckier you get.
Yeah, one, and the other thing I tried to set into their process was knowing that it's okay to do interiors too, because a lot of times you're doing.
We've been doing interior lately. Holy.
See, and they were mostly doing.
Do now.
Yeah, most of them they were only doing exteriors only, and I was like, here's what you need to do is make sure you get up in there. Get up in them guts. They need to get in the house, man, because once you start building that relationship and that rapport with the client, that's when they start to like you, and then that's when they tell a friend. You can't. It's a lot easier to get somebody to like you when you're inside their home than when you're outside and you're not even having any conversations. So
For sure.
that's where we are today.
Very nice, John. Do you have like a business name? Do you have logos yet?
Me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, it's mine.
But
No, he's asking you.
oh yeah. Do you have like a?
I have a business name and a logo.
Awesome. Cool. Because Jill will hook you up with them business cards and do. We'll put you in contact with her. She'll get you some nice stuff.
Yeah, they are solid. So he has a cool business name.
I,
There-
sh-
Did you
oh, yeah,
keep
I
it?
showed you, yeah.
Yeah.
I just changed the look, but I showed you the new look, the blue, right?
Yeah,
I
he's got a
showed you.
cool business name. He's got some ideas, and it'll be a good way for them to continue to grow. He doesn't have any other people helping him besides his buddy. So there's the two of them. They both have decent skills on the glass. That was the first thing I said to him. I was like, all right, I don't even really care about the tools that you're using. Let me see how you turn the squeegee on the glass. They both could get down. So yeah, I was happy to help, and I'm
Cool.
I'm here to support and see the next generation continue to grow and kick ass and take names. You know what I mean?
I do. Very awesome. Well, hats off to you, John. You're in a good industry. Oh,
It's James.
It's James.
James. Sorry. How did anyone call you Jimmy?
No, Jimmy.
No,
No, it's for Jim. You're not Jim. You're not John. You're James.
So my dad is James, but went by Jim, and my brother was James, and he went by Jimmy, and now he's 44 years old, and still he can't be called Jim. It's just Jimmy. Just Jimmy.
Cool.
Just Jimmy. Yeah. Well, I won't keep you, man. I figured since you were here, I'd introduce you to this is my co-host, Mark, as you can see, Deeds Klodzinski. And we had, let's see here. How many people were we having us in this morning? About 20 people.
12, 15, something.
Yeah. Well, I lost the live stream on the phone, so who knows, but we're about ready to wrap up anyways. Here we go. So now we have 11 still going on the show. But we're about ready to wrap up anyways because it's about that time. So at the end of the show, what we like to do is we like to, and now you're a guest, so I'm going to actually start with you. What we do at the end of the show is we have our guests, and Mark and I also say thank you to whomever we want, give shout outs. So if there's anybody you'd like to give a shout out to, you can say it right here. Not that they'll ever pay attention or not that they'll know, but you can follow us on your page, like it, share it, and then your friends or your family can see it later. So is there anybody you'd like to give a shout out to?
Honestly, God, just God.
God's got his back, homie. Look at that.
Heck yeah.
I love it.
Praise
Deeds,
him.
you're up, homie. What you got?
No, just everybody thanks for tuning in. I've got a real bad background. So
What do you mean?
I hear myself.
Oh, you don't hear us at all?
No, I do, but I hear myself after. So the
Okay.
back, there's a
Echo?
reverb.
All right, so you're not gonna go? All right, I'll do your shout outs. Shout out to Deed's wife,
My wife.
Kylie Klodzinski. She's holding it down and putting together a bunch of stuff for us when it comes to the social media aspect. We'd love to give a shout out to our sponsors, WCR, Zero, and Sorbo, the best gear on the glass. All of our homies for popping in this morning: Squeegee Chick, Nick Anderson, Damian, Adam Hogan Jr., Codreen, Squeegee Tom, Kaylee from Zero, Lala, Alan, everybody, man, just everybody for popping in. Shout outs to Nick Williams, the Squeegee Master. I know it was a rough weekend, but you're gonna get your shit back, and everything will be popping in no time. Again, I would like to thank Zero, WCR, and Sorbo. Thank you to Chris and Alex for believing in us and allowing us to post into pro. My wife, Marisa, and the fam for just being awesome. One last shout out again to the Sunny Slope Vikings, my alma mater. They got that open championship. Way to go, Coach Ray Portella and his son Ryder. And to all these Sunny Slope originals, what's up, man? I feel you. I'm happy for you guys and to the community as a whole. We love y'all. Keep tuning in. Wednesday, Kaylee from Zero, Team Zero, is going to be the guest. We're going to break it down. Yeah, we'll see what's good. What do you always tell them, Deeds?
Change your rubbers, everybody.
Change your rubbers, and I hope your passion bucket's full. And if it's not full by the end of today, get with us Wednesday. We'll keep working on it. And by the end of Friday, hopefully that shit will be overflowing. Stay up, stay gold. Tune in on Wednesday, like I said, 8:30 Eastern, when our guest will be Kaylee from Team Zero. Peace out, y'all.
Have a good morning, everybody. Thanks, James.